What up, YouTube? My name is Marvin, and today we are going to be checking out an old favorite of mine, the Line 6 Spider 4. Yeah. I wanted to make this video because I've seen a lot of things on the internet bashing Line 6, specifically the Spider series. Not necessarily the new amps, but a lot of the older amps. And me personally, I think it's bullcrap because I started with the Line 6. It was the first real amplifier I had. That was back in 2009. Seeing that people bash it so much, I wanted to make a video as to why I don't think it should be bashed. And yeah, I'm gonna check it out. For this video, I'm gonna be using my Ibanez XG307 Glaive. It's a 7-string. It's got Fishman's, whatever, 7-string. I've got my Line 6 mic'd up with my CAD TSM 411, but I'm also going to be using the DI out just so you can have an idea of how it sounds through the mic and how it sounds through the DI out. And I've got the mic positioned pretty good. It sounds almost exactly like it does in the room in the recording. I'm just going to go through a bunch of the settings and show you what it sounds like. I'm going to start on the dirty channel because that's what I use the most on this. So right now, it's being mic'd. I'll let you know if I switch to the DI out, and we'll just go through some of the settings and stuff, and I'll give you my final thoughts. We are on the Insane channel. Everything is centered. The drive, the bass, mid, treble, and the channel volume. No effects are on, and the master is almost halfway up. People seem to think it's buzzy, tinny, fizzy. I like it. It's not perfect, but no amplifier is perfect. I'm gonna mess with the EQ a little bit. That sounds delicious to me. I don't know about you, but that sounds great. Let's hear how it sounds in the DI out. That sounds great. Let's go to the metal channel. I've centered everything again. We're on the metal channel. This is the DI out. Doesn't sound bad to me. See, lead sounds biting and, I don't know, leady. Let me EQ it a little bit because I didn't do that. gonna go back to the mic, see what it sounds like with the different EQ. I just lowered the bass a little bit, raised the treble up, raised the drive up a little bit. Okay, maybe that's a little too much gain because that. Let's go to the crunchy channel. And just so you know, so this amp is kind of weird. Every time you switch channels, it goes back to whatever setting was saved to that channel. So I always change the EQ back to the center point. So it's basically, you could say null. Pretty good. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I've almost never used the crunch channel at all. I like that. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I was not expecting that really. Let's try that in the DI now. That sounds cool. I'm not even gonna bother messing with the EQ because I like exactly how that sounds. It's like, it sounds kind of warm and not too fuzzy or whatever. Last but not least, let's check out the clean channel just to, you know, try the clean channel. And here, after I do the cleans, I'll show you some of the effects that comes with it because this amp does have its own built-in effects. Go back to the mic. Now, if there's something I actually don't like too much about this amp, it's the clean channel, which usually solid state amps of this caliber have a pretty decent clean channel, and it's the drive channel that sucks booty. It's not bad, it just sounds kind of dry, just doesn't have any flavor to it, you know? I guess that might be good for pedals, but I personally don't really care for the clean channel. Maybe if I EQ it a little bit, let me see. Yeah, it's still not my flavor, but I don't know, let's see if I scoop it. Scoop out some mids, add some bass, maybe a little more drive. Okay, I can't lie, lot better. Yeah, it's better, but yeah, I don't know. I don't like the clean channel. I'm gonna be 100% honest. But at the same time, most people buying this amp aren't gonna be buying it for cleans. But it's not, like I said, the clean channel isn't bad, it's just not my favorite. But let's check out some of the effects. So on here, it's not an effect, but it does have a tuner, because that's something you do need. It's got chorus, a flanger, phaser, tremolo, sweep echo, tape echo, and reverb. And the way that these effects work, you're turning a dial. So you don't really get to choose parameters of it except for how apparent the effect is. For tremolo, it raises the speed of the tremolo. For phaser, I guess it's more, I don't want to say the cycle, but it's more apparent, the phasing, the higher you go. Chorus and flange is kind of weird because it's kind of mixed together. It's hard to explain, but you're probably not buying this for the chorus and the flanger, so it's not really much of a big deal. The sweep echo and the tape echo is basically how loud or how much mixed in the echoed signal is with your clean signal. And you control the speed of that with the tap tempo. That's also the button for the tuner, which is pretty cool. So, I mean, if you think about all of this in one package, that's still pretty cool. For, I think it was $100 when I originally got this. Anywho, let's check this out. So I never use flanger. I don't really know what to do with it, but I'll just play stuff so you can hear what it sounds like. Okay, I think that's actually the chorus. This is what I was talking about. It's one knob for both. So like if I'll just play a single note. That's the chorus all the way up. If I bring it down a little bit, it'll change back to a flanger. Look. Not the best flange. I honestly don't even really hear it. That's kind of weird. Okay, it's there, but it's pretty trash, to be honest. Phaser. You can hear the phaser, it's kind of set on one parameter and you just raise the amount of phasing that you can hear. I actually used to like to use this with the distortion because it gets a really interesting sound. I'll show you. It's not the best, but I don't know, I think that sounds cool. For someone just starting, they can mess with all these effects and find their own things that they like. what could be better than that, you know? I'm gonna go back to clean and do the tremolo. I don't ever use tremolo either, so I'm sorry I don't know what to do with it, but to my ears, it sounds kind of trash, but who cares? I mean, you're not buying it for the tremolo, you're buying it for everything that it comes into one package. I mean, having these effects, you don't have to drag out your giant pedal board that you personally would pick, you know, that's the point of a pedal board. But if you need just something quick, easy, it's there. You want to write something with a tremolo, it's there. Let's go to the sweep echo. Oh, okay, you know, I'm not gonna lie, this is the echo I didn't like on this amp. It's kind of weird. Maybe if I speed it up. See, it's like a weird whoa, whoa. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's not really sweep echo, it's whoa echo. Anywho, tape echo. Yeah, see? If I speed it up, let's do it on insane. I think that sounds pretty good. Especially if you just want to write something real quick, add some delay, and boom boom badoom. That's it. Let's go to reverb. Here's the reverb all the way up. You get the point, reverb. Other features I could say that I really enjoyed about this amp is that it has an auxiliary in, the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack for those of you that still have it on your phones. You can connect your phone or MP3 player if people even still use those anymore, and you can play backing tracks. And that's the main thing I really did with this when I was younger, and when I didn't have all these other amplifiers or the studio setup that I have now. For someone who needs to practice, that's key. I believe that's one of the most important things you can add to a practice amplifier. If you're marketing it as that, you need a way to have someone play with backing tracks to make it easy, so that way they can directly have something to go against. You know, it helps them to get better. Other things I like is that it's light because it's solid state. Because it's a combo, you can put cables in the back of it and take it with you when you go to practice, which is what I've done. It's plenty loud to play with a band. I wouldn't suggest using it for shows, just because, I don't know, it's just not, I don't think it's really made to do shows. I'm sure you could do it if you get it mic'd, or if you use the line out, which I think is actually pretty good for what it is. But I would only recommend this amp as a practice amp, which is exactly what it's supposed to be. And I still think to this day it's still one of the best practice amps you can get for the money. If you look around the used market, I think they're around $50. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they're not expensive at all. I've had mine since 2009. I've never had any problems. I might as well have dropped it down the stairs for how I've treated it, because, you know, I've left it in my car during the winter and like it hasn't broken down. The speaker still works fine. Everything about it works wonderfully. I don't know, I can't say enough good things about it. Like, yeah, maybe the tones aren't 100% the greatest, but for $100 brand new, which is what I paid when I got it, you're not really expecting to get the absolute best tones, but definitely really good bedroom tones. And it's actually usable. I actually made a song to see what it would sound like in a mix, and you can hear that right now. Okay, so I'm assuming you heard the song. I'm no mix engineer. I'm no pro at all this. I just started learning how to do all this stuff. And to my ears, I think the results I got were pretty fantastic. I did 2 tracks, panned left and right. All I did was EQ. I didn't do any post-processing. And when I say EQ, I mean EQ on the amplifier. And everything you heard was through the DI out. I didn't use a microphone or anything at all. So if that surprises you, I agree. I didn't think it was gonna sound as big as I got it to sound. So, otherwise, that's the end of the video. I just wanted to do something real quick just to show that this amp really isn't trash. It's definitely good for someone who's on a budget, or if you have a rehearsal space and you want to just have a backup amp or just an amp for someone to use. Rather than using your expensive tube amp that's like $3,000 or something. I just wanted to make a video about that because I feel this amp should not get the hate that it tends to get on the internet. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, like the video, share it. Please leave comments because I try to respond to all my comments. Thank you for watching this video, and I appreciate it. Stay safe out there and have a great day. Thank you. Yes, Marv?
You want to take it off?
Okay, go take it off.
Okay.